We are back with 428 Shibuya Scramble. Yep. Oh yeah, okay, timeline. Oh. Alright, so here's a question. Whom are we going to play as? Hello, the Dragon Ace. So we are at a brand new chapter. Anything goes. So it's 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, really? Are we doing that? Well, those are all to be continued. Did it not save Kano's thing? I guess we'll do that real quick and then go into the next chapter. Maybe it didn't save. Oh well, not a big deal. Uh-huh. Oh well, I'm gonna have to redo the end of Kano's chapter, I guess, but it's not a big deal. So while we're waiting for this, which character shall we play as on the next chapter? Let's see. I already see one for Achi and one for Osawa. Achi's got a gunman pointed at Hitomi, and Osawa has intrigue with this virus thing. Yeah, sorry, I'm just scrolling through text here. I guess I probably should have given a little bit of dialogue in the last stream up to the point where we could get a little save icon, but alas, it was not meant to be. We have 2 votes for Osawa, by the way, and 1 vote for Tama. So far, Osawa is winning 2 to 1 to 1. No one for Minorikawa, no one for Kano. It's funny because Kano is, like, at a glance, the most bland character, but now he's got this, like, American government agent wrecking some, wrecking shop over here. So who even knows? That makes 2 of us, kid. Nani? Yeah, I do apologize. I'm going through old text, but we're almost there. So we have, what, 2 for Tama, 2 for Osawa now, and 1 for Achi so far. Right now, your priority is doing what I tell you to do. Got the killer's eyes. This was a man who knew how to kill, who'd killed people before. Yeah, show me, we'll take my car. Oh man, too intense for me. Okie dokie. Damn it, this went on for longer than I remembered. Osawa has, like, gone missing? That is Hitomi. So, yeah, he might have gotten there's a word. It wasn't like a detective of Tateno's stature to go incommunicado during an investigation. It could only mean that something had happened to him, something major. To be continued. But enough of that, it's time for 1 o'clock! Timing would have been a little better. Yeah, I guess we're just in. So now can I check out another character's thing? Yeah, we're at the 1310 now. Okay, so everybody, cast your votes. We, again, have 1 for Achi, 2 for Osawa, and 2 for Tama. So, do we have any further decisions, ladies and gentlemen? So far, I've only received 5 votes, and it's looking like a tie right now. So, who among you shall go next? Do we have any additional votes? Because we get Osawa and Tama right now, I could always cast another vote myself if I have to. So we'll see how this goes. More Osawa. So it looks like Osawa is winning 3 to 2 to 1. So Osawa then, I suppose. Okay, let's go. A trap. You blew it! Anything but Osawa, it's a trap! Oh yeah, Dragon Ace, you caught the I have no mouth and I must scream reference. Hey, I don't deserve to be forgiven for what I've done. We may have both done the same thing, but my motives, those were different. And so I don't regret what I did. Remember this? At the end of Osawa's story, he was like, wait a minute, I should help cover for this instead of go after my boss because I'm in it too. So that could be awkward. Hey there, Bettabran. Actually, your timing is perfect. We just got started with the new content. And yet, if someone were to ask if there was some small part of me that wanted to see the results of my research, I could not deny it. Osawa grabbed his shoes from the entryway and then headed for the back door. He didn't want the detectives in his living room to know he was going to meet with Makino. The pest Kajiwara was nowhere in sight. Now was his chance to slip away. What? Gotcha! Jesus. I know he's goofy all the time, but this guy's a freaking horror movie character. Yeah, fuck fun. You mean he injected the virus into his own body? Speak of the devil. Kajiwara had snuck up behind him. This is such a freaking horror movie shot. Are you going out? The detective asked. No. I was just... Osawa felt something inside his shoe. Glancing down, he saw a rubber duck stuffed inside of it. Kajiwara is good, man. Is this your doing? I laid a booby trap. Or rather, a ducky trap. Oh, I guarantee booby trap is going to talk about the frickin' bird. Originally a type of lethal trap used during wartime to catch clumsy or unwary soldiers. Boobies. In modern parlance, however, the term frequently signifies a harmless prank, such as setting a blackboard eraser atop a classroom door so that it falls onto the head of whoever opens the door. Fine, no bird for me then. Kajiwara beamed with self-satisfaction. You know, you act like a grade schooler, Osawa said. Indeed, sir. I am a grown man with a youthful heart. Leave it to Kajiwara to yet again miss the point entirely. With a sigh, Osawa tossed the duck at him. Kajiwara caught it nimbly in one hand, then stuffed it right into his pocket. I won't tell you that you aren't allowed to leave, sir. All I ask is that you tell me where you've been and where you plan on going. My work is highly confidential. I'm not at liberty to discuss just anything about... Please try to work with me on this, sir. Kajiwara interrupted. He leaned in uncomfortably close. It must have been fun as hell being this guy. Do you recall what I said before? Yeah, Dracologist, I'm aware that a boob is kind of an idiot, but, like, he said a booby trap, I meant a ducky trap, so I thought we were going in the bird direction. Do you recall what I said before? About how I'd appreciate if you didn't keep secrets from me? Osawa hesitated, inwardly debating how much he should share. He decided to tell the truth. All right, I'll tell you. Just leave me in peace. He needed to keep this a secret. It doesn't concern you. I'm just going to buy some cigarettes. He lied. So, tell the truth, dodge, or outright lie. What's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? Do we come clean about Makino? Do we allude to doing something secret? Or do we just try BSing Kajiwara? How is it gonna be? A, B, or C? A stands for all right. B stands for B needed to keep this a secret. And C stands for cigarettes. So where are we going? C because it's stupid is all? Yeah, okay, one vote for C. Anybody else? C, the same reason. It's because it's stupid. Alright, 2 for C, 3 for C. I'm actually surprised. 1 for A. I'm surprised by how many voted for C in a row, though. I gotta admit, I didn't think we were going in that direction. Yeah, Dracologist. This guy would smell bullshit from across halfway to Jupiter. Yeah, he really appears to be on top of things all the time, so I don't know how C's gonna be. But you beta brand C to see what ask what he's gonna get for him. Alright, we got mostly C's here. I'm just gonna buy some cigarettes, he lied. Kajiwara flashed an awkward smile. Now that's odd. I didn't think you smoked, Mr. Osawa. I'm getting them for I've never seen your wife smoke either, sir. And besides, get ready for scary shot? God damn! Kajiwara leaned in closer to him. Your wife isn't even home right now, is she? This wasn't going as Osawa had hoped. Evidently, he wasn't a very good liar. Even so, he decided to double down. Really? Hey there, Meowington. Alright, fine. It was actually Mr. Tanaka who asked me to get them. Wow! Oh-ho. Now that's surprising. Is that the sort of thing he'd ask of you, Mr. Osawa? This sound! Kajiwara was genuinely gifted at getting on one's nerves. Osawa barely contained an urge to punch the detective right in the face. Well, no matter, I suppose, Kajiwara went on at last. Just try not to wander too far. Oh, and also... He produced something that looked like a small transceiver from inside his coat. Please take this with you. What the heck is it? It's a bug tracker, sir. It'll beep in response to a nearby listening device. Really? We're doing this again? I don't need this. He pushed Kajiwara's hand aside, and the bug tracker fell to the floor. Mr. Osawa, you mustn't underestimate the lengths to which these kidnappers might go. For once, the detective's face was all seriousness. All right, fine. Osawa snatched up the device and headed out the door. God, Kajiwara is, like, the coolest. He's delightfully annoying, but he's terrifying. Makino's ear was his ear. Thanks, whitish backgrounds. Makino's car was parked out front. A driver stood alongside it. Osawa exchanged a wordless greeting with him, then got into the back. He found Makino reclining in one of the luxurious leather seats. Oh, wow, he's got a full-on cigar. Now then, Makino said, what did you want to ask me about? Lighting a cigar, he glanced sidelong at Osawa. I was hoping you could explain the situation to me, sir. Which situation would that be? So he was still going to beat around the bush, even now. Osawa suppressed an urge to shout at him. Are you the one who let the antiviral out of the lab, sir? Yes, that was me. Makino didn't bat an eyelid. So why had he been so coy a few moments earlier? But how? The fingerprint authentication system is almost unbreakable. Getting access to the storage area would... He trailed off as a thought suddenly occurred to him. It was not strictly true that fingerprint authentication was the only means of entry. Osawa and Tanaka had both set up passwords as a failsafe in case an injured fingertip somehow prevented them from operating the scanner properly. But these passwords were 10-character alphanumeric strings. No one could just haphazardly fumble their way in. Could Makino have sent a request to the electronic locks manufacturer and asked them to unlock it then? No, that required the approval of 6 board members. And Osawa was one of those 6 people. There really seemed to be no way of getting in without leaving any trace. You're absolutely right, of course, Makino said with a grin, as if reading his thought. I couldn't gain access to the lab without you and Tanaka. But I didn't have to. He exhaled a large plume of smoke. You remember when we released the samples for animal testing? No, it couldn't be. Osawa broke out in a sweat. Ah, but it could, Makino said. I had them divert some of the samples intended for animal testing. Naturally, that didn't leave any record of anything being taken from the lab. Osawa bit his lip hard. He couldn't help but feel betrayed by his company. But why? Makino let out a nasal, one-note chuckle. You don't seem to grasp just how valuable this thing really is. What do you mean by that, sir? Makino lowered his voice. There's a major world power out there that has already weaponized the UA virus. For a moment, Osawa thought this was just a sick joke, but the look on Makino's face told him otherwise. I've been informed that it was recently used on a military installation in the Middle East. Within 12 hours of dispersal, there were at least 800 casualties. If you include civilians, the number jumps to over 2,000. Any evidence of the disease agent of the bomb that delivered it has, of course, been covered up. Osawa listened in amazement, his outrage that any government would commit such an atrocity, not quite suppressing his excitement at discovering that the virus could be propagated by explosive means. He felt a flush of guilt at his own fascination. The antiviral you created, Osawa, has the potential to render this weapon useless. Right now, Okoshi Pharmaceutical possesses the sole means to combat UA. Makino's lips curled into a boastful grin. Any number of countries would love to get their hands on it. The major power in question is offered an unprecedented sum, and that's hardly a surprise. Having a monopoly in the antiviral makes the weapon itself that much more valuable. To Osawa, this was a glimpse into another, terrifying world, one he had barely imagined previously. And so you wanted to get human testing over with as soon as possible. Is that it? He spat. Makino shrugged. I explained full well to the locals what the risks of experimentation were, and they were paid in accordance with said risks. They willingly consented to infection with the UA virus. Sophistry, Osawa huffed. Nothing more. You used money to deceive a bunch of poor farmers. Come on, Osawa, who's being disingenuous now? Makino eyed him with contempt and let out another puff of smoke. I know you, Osawa, and I know you're not really concerned with some bunch of hick farmers. All you care about is your research. The thing that's really nagging you right now is that someone went ahead and did the final clinicals without you. Oh, spare me the ridicule, sir. As a virologist, I have a moral duty to— To what? Makino barked. Go to the media with this? Do you have any idea how much money the company has thrown at your lab to keep it up and running? Osawa's lab has incurred expenses of roughly 30 billion yen in developing the antiviral medication. Okoshi Pharmaceuticals spends approximately 200 billion yen per year on research and development. Osawa's work is the single most costly element of that budget. Whew! Hey there, living corpse. Osawa gaped. I do appreciate all the company has done for me, sir. He spoke so quietly that his voice was nearly inaudible. In any event, Makino said, now that you know about the human testing, I can't let you go to America. How do you know about that? He insisted that Ai keep his planned relocation a secret, but apparently she told her father regardless. If you insist on making the move anyway, I'll use any means necessary to stop you. Makino regarded Osawa with a bloodshot gaze. Any means necessary? Osawa swallowed a lump in his throat. Sir, you don't mean that my daughter's kidnapping was— Don't be ridiculous, Makino said before Osawa could finish. Of course that wasn't me. Nevertheless, I'll do what I must to keep you in line. Remember that. Understood, sir. I'll turn down the U.S. job offer. Osawa heard his own voice like the thin drone of a tiny insect. He felt utterly powerless. I can't simply take your word on that, Makino said. Do it now. I want to hear you do it myself. This is so intense, Jesus. He jutted his jaw toward the phone in the backseat console. All right, Osawa said. He had no choice but to fall in line. Couldn't this wait just a little bit, sir? Osawa asked. Maybe he could still find a way out. This is intense, man. I don't know about this. A or B, ladies and gentlemen. A stands for all right. B stands for wouldn't this wait just a little bit, sir? Osawa asked. This is freaking nuts. So, how is this going to go? A or B? And I see the chat theorizing that Burning Hammer might negate the virus's effect by simply sweating the pounds away. That would certainly be interesting. You know the Burning Hammer and everything is gonna converge at some point. I'm just excited to see how. But in any case, we have A for let's just go ahead and cancel that US job, and we have B for trying to stall for time, but I don't know for how much. So we have one for A, and we have one for B. Do we have any other votes, ladies and gentlemen? I'm most curious. 2 for B, it seems. So B is winning, but for how long? B stands for but for how long? Oh, wow. Yeah, suddenly it's 3A and 2B now. Or not to be. Aha! Aha! Ha! Aha! Ha! So we have 3 for A, for go for it. Just, alright, we have no choice but to fall in line. And it looks like we're doing it. Alright, Osawa said. He had no choice but to fall in line. It would be around 10 p.m. local time for the American firm. He decided to call his contact's personal phone. The headhunter was shocked to hear that Osawa wanted to decline the position. When he pressed for the reasons behind the decision, Osawa hung up. That isn't suspicious. Visibly relieved, Makino lit up a fresh cigar. Sir, there's one thing I don't understand. And what's that? Osawa's head was feeling fuzzy. The smoke inside the vehicle had gotten extremely thick. If someone has this top-secret information, why wouldn't they threaten the company as a whole? Why send those emails to me, personally? I'm not sure. There's an internal investigation already underway. We'll find the source of the leak soon enough. At this point, though, Osawa wasn't sure knowing who originally leaked the info mattered much at all to him. If you beg my pardon, then, sir, Osawa said. He put his hand on the door handle. Oh, the bug? Oh, dude, who heard this? A sudden high-pitched chirp sounded from his pocket. The bug tracker Kajiwara had given him had picked up a signal. Is that your cell? Makino asked. Oh, yes, that's mine. He hurriedly hopped out of the car and reached into his pocket. Oh my god. Is everything alright, sir? The driver was still waiting outside the car. He leaned toward Osawa, looking concerned. Was it you? Osawa stepped close to the driver. Did you send me those emails? What? What are you talking about, sir? Don't play dumb with me, Osawa said. You're the only person who could have planted a listening device in a company car. Listening device? The driver raised an eyebrow in confusion. What are you after? Sir, what are you talking about? Who told you to do it? Tell me! The driver fled back into the car. Osawa clutched the bug tracker hard as he watched the vehicle pull away. Damn, dude. This game. Ugh. Even Aya is now in, like, horror movie shot. He went back to his house, still gripped by the confusion, to find Aya waiting in the entryway. She must have gotten home while he was out. You were with my father, weren't you? She sneered at Osawa as he slipped off his shoes. Yes, I was, he replied. And it's over. What's over? She knows damn well what. He struggled to contain his irritation. America, I'm not going, he huffed. Oh, really? Well, that is good news. She sounded sincerely pleased. Maybe a little more pleased than Osawa cared for? I need to go finish up some work things, he mumbled. He hurried to his study up on the second floor. He threw himself down in front of his computer. There hadn't been any progress on the investigation, as usual. Just for how long was this all going to go on for? Were all kidnapping cases this drawn out? A specialized victim support team belonging to the Special Criminal Investigation Unit has been deployed at Osawa's house. The members of this team are all specialists who have received training in such skills as negotiation, high-speed motorcycle and automobile driving, running phone traces, special communications, and phone records acquisition. Osawa was growing more and more uneasy. He could barely contain himself at this point. Wasn't there anything that he could do? He glanced over at his monitor. That's an idea. He could look up the kidnapping investigations on the internet. That might give him some insight into the current situation. Or he could look up investigations in general. Kidnapping, police investigations, hostages. He typed the 3 words into the search field. The engine pulled up over 100,000 hits. He scanned the beginning of the list for anything that might be useful. One of the site links caught his eye. How the police do it? It looked like a page containing information on various types of police cases. He clicked on the link for kidnapping cases and began to read. Even if the hostage wound up safe in the end, the site informed him, the police lost face if the culprit got away. And if the hostage were killed and the kidnapper evaded capture, the media would have a field day. This made apprehending the suspect an absolute necessity. Even if a person's life were on the line, when it came to a kidnapping case, the police prioritized making the arrest. Taking his hand off the mouse, Osawa sat back in thought. He wasn't going to be able to relax until he heard Maria's voice again, but if the police prioritized arresting the suspect, why were they just letting things stay in limbo now? Didn't they have the crooks under surveillance? He couldn't wrap his head around that. The internet hadn't been able to give him the info he'd hoped for after all. Unable to do anything for Maria, but wait, he turned his thoughts to how his opportunity to transfer to the US had passed him by. The research facilities in America would have been top tier. Some part of him still couldn't quite accept what had happened. He stole a quick look back at the door, then surfed to the Ayakamiki fan community for people 40 and over. Whenever something was weighing on his mind, posting to these forums seemed to turn his mood back around. He knew that now wasn't really the time to be doing this, but he needed to do something to calm and quiet his mind. He started a new forum topic. In the title field he wrote, Ayakamiki expanding into the US. With Ayakamiki still at the height of her popularity, does anyone else think it would be exciting if she ventured into the American market? I know I would. She's not the sort of artist who deserves to be confined to Japan. She should be recording in an American studio staffed by the industry's best. I'd love to see her career really take off over there. He wound up getting into a little back and forth with himself. Hopefully he'd get a response from someone else soon. What? A sudden shrill noise startled him so much that he nearly cried out. His heart fluttered like that of a young child who'd been caught in some prank. Realizing the sound was coming from the bug tracker, he pulled it from his pocket and took a few breaths to steady himself. Evidently, someone had bugged his study as well. Jeez. Tracker in hand, he walked toward the center of the room. What direction was the signal coming from? He tried heading over toward the window. Here, maybe? Next, he headed over to the desk. Here, too? The bug tracker was picking up signals from all over the room. Had there been that many listening devices planted in here? Jeez. Mr. Osawa? It's Kajiwara. Oh, perfect timing. Osawa hurried to let the detective into the study. The bug tracker's picking up the signals. Oh? Yes, from all over the room. What should I do? Mr. Osawa, please calm down. As if that's even possible right now. It feels like there must be 10, no, maybe 100 listening devices in here. Kajiwara didn't miss a beat. Let me be honest with you. That bug tracker is broken. What? Osawa was dumbfounded. Broken? But this is the one I got from you, right? Well, yes, but mine isn't detecting anything. Kajiwara produced an identical bug tracker from his pocket, and as he'd said, it wasn't getting any signal. As I recall, Mr. Osawa, that one was dropped on the floor when I was trying to hand it to you. Fakafan, why does he have slippers on? Because it's customary to take your shoes off when you enter the house in Japan. It's considered rude if you don't. So probably everyone has slippers on unless they're going out like right now. Ah, yes, that's right. That must have been when it broke, sir. Yeah, we did knock this to the ground. The strength ebbed from Osawa's body. He didn't even have the mental energy to be angry anymore. He gave the tracker a whack with the palm of his hand and the beeping stopped. Right, he said. What can I do for you? Kajiwara clapped his hands together as if he just remembered something. Ah, right! We have a big problem! The toilet again, Osawa sighed. No, it's not that. It's something worse. Kajiwara's face turned grim. Something worse? Had something happened to Maria? He needed to hear the detective out. There was no way it could be that important. Osawa didn't need to listen to this clown. Ladies and gentlemen, A or B? Do we listen to Kajiwara or not? How is this going to be? A stands for add something happened to Maria, and B stands for there was no way it could be that important. I'm a genius. I'm good at words. I'm good at video games. So yeah, A or B. Listen to Kajiwara or not. How is it going to be? We have one vote for A. One vote for B. It looks like we're at a deadlock. Do we have any more opinions on this matter? 3B suddenly. I must admit I'm a little surprised. Because as much of a pain in the ass as Kajiwara is, he has given us legitimate information. But now we're 3 and 3. We're 3 for A and 3 for B. So where's this going to be? 4 for B. Okay. Yeah, Beta Bran. A, I need to hear how the kitchen sink broke. Yeah, for real. But it looks like we have 4B and 3A, so I guess we're going with B then. Sorry, but I think we're done here. Now would you please leave? Kajiwara's steely expression hardened even further. But Mr. Osawa, your life is on the line here. What? So it was probably the non-choice then. Just then, a pathetic gurgle arose from Osawa's stomach. Ah, see, Kajiwara said. You are hungry. At the talk of food, Osawa realized abruptly that he hadn't eaten anything since the night before. Shall I make something for you? The detective asked. This is all my fault, after all. Osawa raised a curious eyebrow. Your fault? Well, you see, we ordered lunches for everyone, and it looked like there were 2 still left over, so I wound up eating them. There was an awkward pause. Osawa didn't have the foggiest idea of how to respond. My deepest apologies, sir. I ate the lunches intended for you and your wife. Kajiwara bowed profusely. And I really do need to apologize. They were tonkatsu bento boxes, and they were delicious. A popular menu item from the Your Lunch in a Box bento chain. Company president Chiyozo Osugi spent many years working at a famous French restaurant in Kyoto. Valuing flavor over sheer volume, he insists that each side dish in the bento box be prepared with considerable care and effort. Chiyozo is in distress after falling out with his daughter, but he simply can't forgive her eating habits, which favor volume over flavor. It's kind of amazing. The meat was so tender, and the batter so crisp. With each and every bite, the rich flavor just filled my mouth more and more. Osawa felt a blood vessel burst in his skull. So then this is what you meant when you said my life was on the line? Yes, sir. Hunger is the enemy of the mind. It interferes with your ability to make proper decisions, so you really ought to get something into your stomach. Osawa was too flabbergasted to reply. Right then, Mr. Osawa, please follow me to the kitchen. Ah, that's great. What's with that getup? Wearing an apron in the kitchen is a must, sir. The cartoon character printed on the apron Kajiwara is wearing is one of his own design. It's modeled after the MPD's mascot. His name is Pinpo-kun. He made this? Okay, thanks for that. Alas, it isn't while I'm naked. Naked? Oh, are you not familiar with the concept of the naked apron? The state of being entirely naked, save for an apron. A form of cosplay. The views from the front, rear, and sides all offer a certain appeal, but caution must be advised, as it may be difficult to stop arguing about which presents the loveliest sight once the topic is raised. There are similar, more sexualized naked styles as well, such as the naked sock, the naked shoe, naked necktie, naked ribbon, naked scarf, naked collar, and so forth. And by the way, this isn't a 428 specific thing, so, like, this is like a real thing. I could demonstrate if you like. No! That's quite alright. Where'd you get that apron, anyway? It's mine, sir. Have you had it with you this whole time? Yes, in here. That's so weird! With a smile, Kajiwara pointed to his pocket. Of course. Osawa eased himself into a chair. His hunger was making him feel weak, and Kajiwara was making him feel like he was losing his mind. Oh, this is bad, the detective said. I need to whip something up for you fast. Something's definitely wrong if you don't even have a comeback. Osawa felt his anxiety mounting. Just what sort of food was this insufferable oaf going to make anyway? Probably nothing worth eating was his bet. For now, he'd just have to pray he wound up with something edible. Maybe it was better to ask Tanaka to make him lunch instead. Since Aya's lunch was gone as well, he should probably ask her to make something. So who's making the food? Kajiwara, Tanaka, or Ai? Yo, this is ridiculous. So, A, B, or C. This is actually legitimately... I know what I would choose, but I'm curious as to where the chat is going to go with this one. Hey there, Dadada. So I'm quite curious. So A is for Kajiwara himself, B is for Tanaka, and C is for Ai, Osawa's wife, who also does not have lunch. So where are we going with this one? Yeah, Fakafon, C, the worst possible option. I agree. Like, C's probably going to get us killed. So we have 2 for C and 2 for A. No one likes Tanaka, I guess. So 2 for C, 2 for A. Where are we going? C is the worst possible option, but I'm curious as to where it's going to go. So do we have any other votes? A for Kajiwara. So Kajiwara is winning by 1. Tanaka is dead last. I guess we're going with Kajiwara. Honestly, that would have been my choice, just because I get the feeling he's surprisingly good. Kajiwara appeared into the refrigerator. Goodness, you are remarkably understocked, he said. Let's see. Could you please put these in the dinger, Mr. Osawa? Name for the sound a microwave oven makes when it is finished heating your food. Ding! I've never heard that before. The microwave at my house doesn't... At my house? Who am I in this context? The microwave at my house doesn't really go ding when the timer reaches 0, though. It's more just a beep. But it doesn't make sense to call a microwave a beeper when that's already a word that refers to something else. God damn, this game is amazing. The detective handed Osawa some frozen lumps of rice. The dinger? What the heck is a dinger? The microwave oven, sir. Osawa stepped in front of the microwave. That is one white kitchen. Unfortunately, he had no idea how to work the controls. Dude, it's a microwave. You should thaw that rice out as soon as possible, Kajiwara told him. I'm actually not sure how to operate this thing. What? The detective asked. You don't know how to use a microwave? Osawa could only nod in silent shame. It should be just as simple as turning the dial. Wait, which one? That one, sir. The one on the right. Osawa turned the dial and crossed his arms with a satisfied grin. Mr. Osawa, you need to put the rice in first before you do that. Well, then why didn't you say that? Osawa snapped. Dude, this is embarrassing. I've never worked in a kitchen in my life. Don't ask me to do things that are this difficult. Oh boy. Osawa, I'm losing pity for you, man. I am pretty inept, but like... a microwave? Very well. I'll handle this from here. Why don't you get out the bowls and the chopsticks then, sir? I have no idea where the hell those are kept. Really? Kajiwara let out a heavy sigh. Alright then, please just sit and wait, sir, he said. And here, take this. Kajiwara pulled out a sheet of bubble wrap from his pocket. Use your fingers to pop the bubbles. That should help you calm down. Yay, it's fun! Too drained to argue, Osawa did as prompted, starting to pop his way along the sheet. Whee! Yay! Rather than calm him down, though, it was making him incredibly cross. What? No! Osawa, you suck. This felt more like a sort of ridiculous punishment. They say you can learn a lot about a household by looking in the fridge, you know. Kajiwara was cooking something in a frying pan. And, Osawa asked, just what have you learned about mine? I'd better not say, sir. You might take offense. Oh my god, this guy's amazing. Osawa snapped another bubble between his fingers. Ah, the rice is finished thawing. Kajiwara topped the steaming bowl of rice with a fried egg he'd whipped up in his pan. Then, as if it were an afterthought, he added some pickled vegetables. Here you are, sir. Your fried egg on rice is complete. One of Kajiwara's simple recipes. Others include his white spaghetti, which is simply spaghetti that's been flavored with butter, salt, and pepper after it's been boiled. That sounds interesting. I don't know. Both are a bit too basic to be properly called cuisine, but it does take a certain skill to bring the best flavor out of the ingredients with such simple seasonings. Kajiwara grinned from ear to ear. Go ahead and eat it while it's still warm. Osawa received the bowl with a dubious look. You aren't very good at cooking, are you? He said. All you had in your refrigerator were eggs and pickled vegetables, sir. I assure you, it's quite delicious. I recommend breaking the yolk and mixing it all together. Reluctantly, Osawa brought a bite to his mouth. Oishii! That's good. The words came out almost unbidden. Isn't it just? Egg yolk and pickled vegetables pair quite well. Osawa couldn't help but stuff his face, slipping into a rapturous daze as he did. The more he ate, the more it stirred his appetite. I had no idea fried eggs could be this delicious. I know you probably have a long ordeal still ahead of you, sir, but please keep your chin up and hang in there. Kajiwara gave Osawa an amiable smile. Ah, that's right, he continued, and for dessert, we have bananas. No, thank you. Kajiwara grimaced as Osawa held up a hand in refusal. Right then, when you're finished eating, would you please wash the bowl? Me? Wash dishes? Osawa exclaimed in surprise, sounding like a petulant child. If someone else cooks for you, you should do the cleaning up. It's only polite. Fine, okay. Osawa for real, man. While Osawa was doing the dishes, the bug detector went off again. Director, if you have a moment. Tanaka poked his head into the kitchen. I've got something urgent to discuss with you. Oh my god. Stop. Yo. So does Tanaka have a bug on him? That was a little weird. Huh. Well, we're at a keep out. So we've taken Osawa as far as we can. Wow. Okay. Damn. This is pretty intense with Osawa. Yeah, Winterburn, for real. I thought it was going to be like I don't know how to wash dishes. Alright, so who are we going to go with? Tama, Achi, Kano, Minorikawa. And feel free to vote, you know, A, K, M, or T. Yeah, Cat Sith. Now I feel sorry for Ai. Bitch or not, she deals with this a lot, I get it. Yeah, for real. Like, damn, Osawa. There's liking your research, and then there's not knowing where the chopsticks are, or how, like, the idea of washing dishes is foreign to you. Like, goddamn, dude. So, who are we going to play with? We have one vote for Tama. Beta Brand, I thought the tracker was busted? Maybe. But we smacked it and it went silent. So we don't know. Oh, damn, DJ Gamer, thank you. You finished a title card featuring Tama. So we have... Everybody's voting for Tama, so... Alright. Let's go. Skablam. Oh yeah, everything's broken, so it's like we finally got the burning hammer back. Oh no! Bottles of burning hammer litter the pavement, shattered into tiny bits of glass. Even if the recycling guy was really careless with the boxes, it shouldn't have caused this much of a mess. Yeah, this was totally when Achi threw the boxes. It looks like someone came along and actually, yep, threw them all over the place. Oh my god, that face. The heck with this thing? Yeah, the good luck charm. I toss away the miracle stone, which has clearly brought me only bad luck. We can't have a product demo without a product, which in turn means I won't be getting paid for this whole fiasco. And remember, the whole reason we wanted to get paid was we saw a piece of jewelry that really caught our eye, like to the degree that it was like hypnotic. Okay. We can do this. We can figure something out. I try to give myself a pep talk, but I hear the doubt in my own voice. I try to brainstorm anyway. Finding inspiration is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. I rack my mind for the best course of action, and at long last I arrive at a conclusion. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to sell some burning hammer. I'll just have to find something else to sell. So, we've been going with burning hammer this whole plot, so it makes sense that we should double down on it. But then again, we do have a bunch of boxes of other crap in the warehouse, so we could theoretically sell that stuff too. So what's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? A for burning hammer, or B for something else? How is this going to be? I'm actually quite curious as to where the chat is going to go with this one. Fakafon, buy Tabasco and cut it with water. I mean, that's fair enough. That involves spending even more money. Yeah, glue the bottles back together. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, lick it off the pavement. It's fine. Or the asphalt. So we have 1 vote for A. 2 votes for A. 3 votes for A. 4 for A. Hello there, Exodia Wolf. 4 for A. 5 for A. 1 for B. I think we're doing A. 6 for A. Alright. Double down. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to sell some burning hammer. The flyers have already been handed out. People have come to the demo expecting to get burning hammer. Yeah, don't abandon that dream, Beta Brand. I won't. I may have to put it into some new bottles and possibly water it down some, but getting the stuff sold is my only option. My eyes light on one of the cardboard boxes and I notice an odd mark that's stamped on it. It makes you happy? Wait a sec. I've seen this before. I recall something Cheery said earlier. This is the sort of thing they'd sell in 100 yen shops or something. Oh yeah! We could just buy a bunch of this crap. Oh, Meowington, you want to make a title card for this? Yeah, this game is just like bursting with personality, isn't it? Oh my god. The mark on the box is the same one I saw at the shop that's selling the necklace. That's it! I can see if there's more than Knick-Knack shop. Oh, we might have saved it. Guided by this ray of hope, I head for the Knick-Knack shop as fast as I can run with anime speed blur lines. A glimmer, a sliver, the ever-dwindling light in the distance. Point is, there's not much. Oh, run right into Cherry. As soon as I reach the main road, I crash right into someone. It's Cherry. Oh, hey, you find it, she asks? She makes it sound like it's not really her problem. Not yet, but I think we could stock up at the 100 yen shop. The words are hard to get out when I'm panting as hard as I am. For now, just stay calm and go let the boss know. Got it. Leave it to me. Cherry nods and I break back into a run. Wham! PC, money. I'm practically praying as I rush into the Knick-Knack shop, where I immediately spot the cardboard boxes I saw earlier still stacked up. Yes! I'm in luck! I dive into one of the boxes to check what's inside. Come on. Hey! It's packed with tiny bottles! There's no mistaking the noxious red liquid inside. That's Burning Hammer, alright. Just 50 bottles per box. Yep. And there are 4 boxes total. Assuming each bottle's 100 yen, including tax, I could buy the whole lot with the 20,000 I got in my wallet. Mr. Yanagishita said he was selling the bottles at the demo for 15,000 yen a piece. Wow, dude. Wow, dude. That way, if we sell all 200 bottles, he'll be able to pay back his debts no problem. Whoa, what's the deal with you? The sales clerk's eyes go wide when he sees my getup. This stuff! I'd like your entire stock! I point at the Burning Hammer and the clerk makes an awkward face. I'm afraid that's already been sold. Wait, that guy? That's the clerk? Wasn't he the guy we saw suspicious earlier? What? You mean like all of it? Nobody in their right mind could possibly want all of this. Yes, all of it, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not going to roll over that easily. Whether I earn that extra 20,000 or not hinges on whether I can get this stuff. Please, you've got to help me out. I'm afraid it's out of my hands. Then could you get in touch with the buyer? Tell them I'm willing to negotiate. I suppose that wouldn't be an issue, but actually, would you mind waiting for just a moment? She said she'd be by ASAP. Man, this is a weird... Just look at this. After 5 minutes of waiting, the buyer still hasn't shown up. I don't think she's coming, I say. That's odd, the sales clerk murmurs. She said on the phone she'd come by just after 1 o'clock to pick them up. I really need this right away. I understand that, but please, it's out of my hands. By now, the sales demo has already started. If I come back empty-handed, what was the point of all this effort? Gimme. Really? I've already said I can't do that. Gimme. Would you please wait a moment? Oh my god. Grr. Why did I spend all that time trying to hand out samples? Why did I put this stupid costume on? Why did I miss out on lunch? Why? What was it all for? Eek! Look over there! It's the Chupacabra? Is that a known thing in Japan? It's like bordering on obscure even in America. Isn't that like a South American thing? Maybe Central American? Huh? Yoink! Really? Really? Look over there? Like... Okay. Seizing the moment, I snatch up the boxes of Burning Hammer and make a run for it. Hey! Hold it right there, miss! The sales clerk is quick to bar my path. Oof! I barrel my way right past him. I bump him harder than intended as I race by. He loses his balance and goes crashing through the display case at the front of his shop. Whoa, 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 whoa! At the same time, I hear something else topple over with a thud and a gurgle. Some sort of liquid begins to gush from a red polyethylene container. Uh-oh! The sales clerk's eyes go wide, his stare fixed on something on the sidewalk nearby. Oh my god. It's a cigarette. Ah. Ah. What? Really? Wait. Really? Oh, man! The burning bud ignites the liquid in a sudden massive blaze, and I did not press anything. That message just went away. Whoa! And now for today's news. Shortly after 1 o'clock this afternoon, there was an explosion in a variety store in Udagawa-cho in Shibuya, the cause of which remains unknown. Eyewitnesses reported seeing an individual wearing a full-body cat costume fleeing the scene in the aftermath of the explosion. Yo! Police consider this individual a person of interest and have not ruled out the possibility that this bombing was a terrorist act. Several hours after the incident, the cat remains at large. Best end. We might have gotten away with the burning hammer as well. Like, just, there was flood the country. Yes. Tama wound up as the prime suspect in an apparent terrorist bombing. If the buyer had shown up earlier, Tama's argument with the sales clerk might never have happened, to say nothing of the rest. As a matter of fact, the buyer was just outside the shop at the critical moment. She was held up when she happened to run into someone. That someone's actions at 13:05 are the key to changing Tama's fate. So we did the correct thing with Tama, but we have to play as somebody else first. I'm going to do the other choice real quick and not go for the burning hammer to see what happens, but we're going to have to play as somebody else, obviously. It said the buyer was a woman, so like, who? Hitomi? That makes no sense. God damn, this game is too good. Ugh. Jeez, who saw that one coming? Just blow up the whole store. Okay, so find something else to sell. Probably go nowhere, right? But what could that something be? I try to think. Finding inspiration is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. Okay. I rack my brain, searching desperately for a solution. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. The Anagachis? Nah, not exactly a must-have product, and even if we could sell a few, I don't know what that'd say about the folks carrying them around. Best for the whole world if we keep them off the streets. Let's see, what else? Aha! I've got it! I pick up the miracle stone I just tossed away, clutching it firmly in my mitt. Oh my god, this is so good! I tilt my gaze toward the heavens and make a wish. What is this, the Bailet scene from Berserk? Please, grant me a miracle. What? Wait, what? And my wish is granted? What? Wait. Huh? I'd like one, please. What? I'll take 10. Mr. Yanagishi can barely keep up with the demand as the crowd clamors for the miracle stones. Really? 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 Everyone is smiling and laughing, their bodies enthusiastically swaying to and fro. You are happy, and you are happy. You are, you are happy, and you are happy. You are all very, very happy. A freaking Oprah reference. Standing on stage, I hold up my miracle stone, swinging it like a pendulum as I recite my magic little chant. Jesus. Bye. Bye. Buy a miracle stone. Stone. Ooh, stone. Stone. The room vibrates with cheering and rumbles of applause. It really is like a miracle. I think I've actually turned this disaster around. Whoever smashed all the burning hammer, I don't know who you are or where you are, but thank you. I realize now that I'm crying tears of joy. I've never felt satisfaction like I feel right now. Seeing all these blissful customers purchasing one miracle stone after another, it feels like nothing could possibly go wrong. Nothing at all could possibly go wrong. Honestly, I'm just grateful to God that I get to be here right now. I have the utmost conviction that this is where my life truly begins. The bad end is like the happiest end of all, what? No, we're still going. It's not long after that epic sales event that I'm hired on by Yamato Health Foods Co., Ltd. Pretty soon after that, I'm on a plane bound for South America. I guess still in the cat suit. I'm on a business trip to purchase our next product. Amazonian Miracle Mud. What a freaking scam. So we're just a scam artist and that's the end of the game. This is so stupid. Hey there, Neko Green Dragon. South American business trip. What? Tama prospers in her new life as an employee of Yamato Health Foods. This is but one possible future for her, and hey, maybe it's even a pretty decent one. Still, wouldn't you like to see what happens if she sticks to Burning Hammer? I love that this is straight up a good ending, but it's like, yeah, but you want to see what happens. This game's great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Too good. This game is too much. Like the happiest ending ever. Bad end. Alright, alright. Oh, did I go back too? Oh, I went too far back. Whoops. I blew it. I'm not going to move along with Chiaki. Sorry. What are you selling, stranger? Alright, let's just... I'm just going to activate the save. God, that was silly. And save. Alright, we're good. So, ladies and gentlemen, where are we going to go next? Achi, Kano, or Minorikawa? How are we going to make this work? So, A, K, M, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Yeah, who cares? Tama wins. Yeah, right. So, yeah. We have Achi, who's got a gun pointed at Hitomi right now. We have Kano, who is with terrifying American government agent. And we have Minorikawa, who is moving toward the Burning Hammer sales event. So we have one vote for Achi. Do we have anyone else? Two for Minorikawa, wow. Three, wow. Oh, for Tama's sake, probably. Two for Achi, three more for Minorikawa right now, because we just got another vote for Achi. But Minorikawa is still winning by a little bit. Alright. I guess we'll go with Minorikawa then. Sales demo, baby. We're doing it. Right, left. Minorikawa sprinted down center guy, dodging between oncoming pedestrians. Out of my way! Can't you people see him in a hurry? He stole a glimpse at his watch as he ran. It was just after 1 o'clock. The Burning Hammer sales demo will be getting underway any moment now. He could probably get an interview even if he showed up late. Still, he wanted to get to the venue ASAP to get a feel for things before they got started. The best time to scope out an event was before it started and after it started. This was something he learned from Toyama. Everything he knew about journalism the publisher had taught him. It had been a combative education, Minorikawa learning to spite himself as the two men constantly butted heads. Oh, give me a break! What's wrong with my article? Minorikawa shouted. His voice was loud enough to carry through the editing department. Shut up! I told you to rewrite it, so rewrite it. Toyama sticking to his guns. Minorikawa recalled the scene from the days when the two men had worked at the same newspaper, and Toyama was his boss. At the time, Toyama was the copy editor for the local news, known as the Red Pen Gatekeeper. Jeez. He would go around checking young reporters' copies like mad. Due to his vigorous efforts, a great many articles never made it to the page. What's wrong with it? Show me what's wrong. All of it. How can it be all of it? Co-workers stared, keeping their distance, as the pair screamed themselves red in the face. These arguments had become a regular occurrence, regular enough that everyone had learned not to try to intervene. I poured my heart and soul into this piece. Go back and read it again. I could read it over and over, and it'd still be the same thing. A load of self-important claptrap. Now go calm down and write me a more neutral piece. Taking neither of two opposing sides, the media typically seems to adopt a neutral stance in reporting the news. Frequently, however, biased reporting still results in one-sided thinking taking hold amongst the general public. In the end, it's up to the individual to make an objective assessment of any news event. Thank you, Shibuya Scramble. Calm down? You must be joking. I write what I feel in my heart. That's the one thing I refuse to back down on. Then it's the one thing that'll keep getting your copy rejected. Aren't you the one who told me to be bold and daring with my writing? Yeah, I did, but I don't remember telling you to write me garbage. By now, Minorikawa and Toyama were practically at each other's throats. Still, despite these almost daily shouting matches, Minorikawa never resented Toyama. Not really. How could he write a piece in a way that would shut Toyama up? Trying to figure that out was how he had developed his skills as a reporter. Up until he quit his position at the newspaper to start his own publishing company, Toyama had been a stubborn old man in the finest sense of the term. Now a dying breed in Japan, the sort who'd be inclined to use knuckles before words to remedy a child's bad behavior, inflexible, but still emotionally brittle. Their signature move is to drive a wayward kid out of the house with the exclamation, "You fool! You're no son of mine! I disown you!" Only to wait a while, go find the son who's crying down by the dry riverbed, and calmly murmur, "Come on, your supper's getting cold." Jeez. But then, in order to keep his company afloat, at some point he had abandoned all his ideals and principles. It was disgraceful. Just disgraceful. Thinking about it made Minorikawa's blood boil. It rankled him to know that such a pathetic remnant of a man had been such an influence on him. He reminded himself once again that he needed to wrap up his current job as soon as possible. By now, Minorikawa was getting close to the demo site. He increased his speed. Who? He wound up barreling right into someone who was walking into a knick-knack shop. Well, there we go. This is perfect. And what is that statue? Like, are you seeing this on the right? What the... A newly opened general variety store. The place is primarily a secondhand shop with posters inside proclaiming things like, "We'll take what you don't need," and "We buy computers at top prices." It was a girl about high school age. She jumped to her feet and snatched Minorikawa by the collar. "Ugh! Hey, watch where you're going," she snapped. Her upper body strength was impressive, to say the least. The choke hold she had on his neck made it almost impossible for him to breathe. He had to do something fast. Sorry, he bowed his head in apology. "Take this!" He drove a punch right into the girl's flank. God damn! So, A or B? A is for apology, and B is for... punch. Take this! Jesus! So, yeah, where are we gonna go? This is gonna almost certainly be what affects Tama's story, right? So are we gonna apologize, or are we just gonna freaking attack this girl? It's like high school kid. Yeah, Ichigo Berry, the statues for Kira, the hand. Ha 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 ha. Also, hello. And hello, Chris. So, B, why? Everyone's saying B. Okay, we got B just to see what happens, because everyone's sick and terrible. Alright, we'll do it. Take this! He drove a punch right into the girl's flank. Jesus! To his amazement, the girl shrugged off the blow as if it were nothing, her grip on his collar tightening further. Oh-ho! You want to throw down, huh? She sneered. Shifting position suddenly, she snatched Minorikawa by the hair and dragged him out into the road. Oh boy. Bad end immediately? God damn! I don't think we're making it on time. Before he could process the trouble he was in, it was already too late. He cowered away from her, shielding his face with his arms, only to feel the impact of a rain of punches and kicks on his exposed back and sides. Pain shot through his body as each blow landed with a perversely satisfying thump. And then the pain continued to intensify. Oh crap! I'm going to die here, aren't I? Never thought my life would end so soon. Huh? His assailant paused suddenly. Wait, don't I know you? She stared down into his face. Hey, you're Mr. Minorikawa! Shocked to hear his own name, Minorikawa peered up at the girl. Miku? Yeah. Wow, so you do remember me. Her tone was bubbly, as if the beating she'd been dishing was all fun and games. Sorry, I didn't realize it was you. She held out a hand to help Minorikawa back to his feet. Wow, how long has it been, she asked. About 5 years, I think, he said, cautiously. You, still doing your bonsai stuff? Nah, she replied, I gave that up. Miku had been Japan's bonsai champion back when she was in middle school. One day, local delinquents had vandalized dozens of Miku's bonsai pieces. Minorikawa had met her when he'd interviewed her about the incident. I want to get strong, she had said. I want to be able to beat those guys up. And so, Minorikawa had introduced Miku to an acquaintance of his who ran a martial arts dojo. Man, you sure have gotten strong, Minorikawa said. Well, that's the sort of gal I am. Miku handed him a flyer. Almost JoJo characters? It read, Ladies Mixed Martial Arts Pub Bride. Present this flyer for a free drink. It's a place where you can watch girls fight in the ring while you have some drinks, Miku said. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Minorikawa could feel himself being pulled in all the wrong directions by the prospect. You should come see one of my matches sometime. I'm the current champion there. Miku beamed with pride. Wait, you're the champion? Well, he'd seen firsthand how strong she was. Miku nodded. What are you up to now, she asked. Working? Yeah, running around, trying to get interviews. Right now I'm heading to, what was it again? The Nokane building, that's it. Oh, I can take you there, she said. I can use the exercise. Now, if you'll beg my pardon. So we should have apologized because... Wow! So we should have apologized because now she's with us at the Burning Hammer thing. We should have apologized and let her go on her way. Miku casually hefted Minorikawa up onto her back and broke into a jog. A jog. Before long, they arrived at the Nokane building. Minorikawa thanked Miku as she set him down on the sidewalk and the two parted ways. Oh, they're parting ways anyway? Huh. At long last, he arrived at the Nokane building where the event was being held. Huh. The wall by the elevator was plastered with posters about Burning Hammer. Get it or regret it. As seen in magazines. 100% weight loss guaranteed. What the hell does that mean? What, do you die? Do you get sucked into a void? Yeah, this is blatantly false advertising. This game is amazing. In the Chris C with her roided up beef arms. There's a reference to make. The messaging was kind of a mess. It felt like they'd been thrown together at the last minute. Minorikawa avoided the elevator in favor of the stairs, rushing up to the event site on the 3rd floor. Emerging from the stairwell, he saw more posters on the wall pointing the way to the sales demo. He followed the arrows to a room deeper within the building. Opening the door, he saw about 50 chairs, most of them occupied by female attendees. There was a stage set up at the far end of the room, but nobody was on it. It appeared that the event had yet to begin. Minorikawa quickly looked over the crowd. Roughly half the women were somewhat elderly. All of them looked like they could stand to lose some weight. And for some of them at least, that ship had surely sailed some time ago. The crowd gazed at the stage with rapt anticipation. A beverage that allowed you to eat plenty and still lose weight was definitely an appetizing proposition. Could something like that really exist, though? Ah, well. Minorikawa was just gonna have to wait and see. He did his best to get his mind into journalism mode. Time passed, but the demo didn't start. The audience began grumbling in frustration. Then, a heavy-set young woman took the stage and gave a little bow. It was the girl from the cafe, the one with the amazing appetite. The audience broke into applause, their patience finally rewarded. But as everyone leaned forward expectantly, the girl on stage began performing magic tricks? With a cape and everything. Yo, I love this game. She twiddled a silk hat and pulled a bunch of flowers from inside it. Whoa. Sparse applause rose up from the crowd. The young woman immediately went on to perform another trick, and then another. Ta-da! A coin in her hand became 3 coins as she spoke her magic words. Wow, so she's actually a talented magician. Just, we haven't established that in this game, so okay. She's not very good at that. Oh, okay. Minorikawa thought. Though whether she was good or bad wasn't really the issue, he had a tight schedule to keep. This was no time to stand around watching silly sleight of hand antics. Scanning the room, he spotted a man who looked like he probably was in charge. Minorikawa headed over to him. Hey, you the one running this thing? Well, yes. When's the actual sales demo gonna start? Soon. Very soon, yep. In how many minutes? You know, soon. I asked for a number. Just, soon. Real soon. This was getting him nowhere. 3 minutes, Minorikawa declared. He held up 3 fingers to emphasize his point. If this thing doesn't start in 3 minutes... If it doesn't start, then what? I'm gonna be heartbroken. I'm gonna start a ruckus. I'm just gonna go home. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another option. So, A is for just I'm gonna be sad. B is for brawl. C is for quit. So anyway, heartbroken, ruckus, or go home. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? And yeah, this probably is a long, bad end because we haven't gotten the Burning Hammer and Tama story either. So we're kind of like trapped at both ends here. 1 option for B. 2 options for B. I'll punch someone in the flank! 3 for B. 4 for B. 1 for A. 2 for B, 3 for B. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna start a ruckus. He kept his voice firm, his words short and clipped. Hey now, no need for that, sir. Just settle down. Who doesn't like a silly little magic trick, a magic show now and then? You've got 2 minutes. I'll finish you in 2 minutes. Hey, a minute can't have passed already. 1 minute. Whoa, just what kind of watch you got there? Tell me why the demo wasn't starting. You know, no real reason, really. The man was getting seriously flustered. I just, you know, I wanted folks to get to see a little magic show first. Nope. Try again. 30 seconds left. Okay, alright. What happened is, the required merchandise. What happened to the merchandise? Minorikawa demanded. He gave the guy a dagger stare. Well, you know, it's just, Time's up! What? The man's face went pale. Oh, damn! So this is when Tama heroically jumps back in, but we can't do that yet. Yo, this game. I'm going to check Tama's story real quick, but I'm pretty sure we were supposed to apologize to Miku. But let's just check now that we've actually done something with Minorikawa. Nope. Let's go back to Minorikawa. Punch her in the flank. Hitting the girl's a freaking choice. Oh my god. Alright, sorry. He was in too much of a hurry to get caught up in an argument now, but the girl didn't let go. Really? We're doing this no matter what? She tightened her grip. Look, I'm sorry for not looking where I was going. Minorikawa could barely croak out his apology. Oh, fine, I'll let it slide this once, the girl said. Oh, good. She relaxed her hold with a scowl. Hey, we did it! We beat the encounter. Wait, hold on, she murmured. Oh. She stared good and hard at Minorikawa's face. Hey, you're Mr. Minorikawa! Surprised, Minorikawa gave her another look. Miku? Yeah. So you do remember me. I cannot skip this, though. Apparently forgetting she'd just been wringing his neck. How long has it been? 5 years. I cannot skip this, so... Bonsai champion. The mention of bonsai likely calls to mind elderly hobbyists, but recently the art is attracting more young people, as are other aspects of Japanese-style interior design. Varieties of cherry and maple, smaller than normal bonsai, are becoming popular practitioners, as are fruit-bearing trees such as plum-leaf apple. There are even spherical balls of soil covered in moss, shaped to look like cute little miniature plants, with plants growing over their surface. But then we got this. We've already read this, but I still can't skip it, so I guess this is different? We'll see, right? You've gotten strong, alright. Here's a flyer with a different picture. Bride, so we get to read this now. A show pub that began as a side venture for a group of female mixed martial artist fighters who are facing financial difficulties. There's an octagonal ring inside the pub, and the rules state that anything goes between the young women who fight inside. Customers are able to take in the fights while enjoying their drinks. Pretty fun, actually. Being pulled in the wrong directions. I'm reigning champion. I still can't skip this, though. Good thing I apologized when I did. Oof. Right now, I'm in a hurry, though. Oh, sure. Catch you later, then. And she headed into the shop. There we go. And now he goes to the sales demo and it's keep out. So it would have been a keep out anyway. There it is. Okay. We did it. Alright, it's Tama time. Now we got this for real. Now I'm excited. We got this, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I do not approve of this punchless travesty, right? Here we go. Now I think we saved it. Sorry. Yes, it was all sold. Well, I'm not going to roll over that easily. Help me out. Get me in touch with the buyer? Fine. Would you mind waiting for just a moment? She said she'd be by. Hey! We did it! We beat the game! Even as I'm speaking with a sales clerk, a girl wearing a hoodie comes in. She's got a tiny frame and a doe-eyed face. Hey, I've come to pick up something I reserved, she says. This must be the customer the clerk was talking about. Please pardon my intrusion, but would you be willing to let me have these diet drinks? I bow extra deep and my costume head wobbles all around. That's gotta look hilarious. Wait, what? I'll pay you double what they're worth. No can do. I've never seen this brand before. I'm super curious about it. Surely you don't need this many, though? I do. I make my living with my body. This is about how much I'll need. Oh, wow, the sales clerk interjects. What sort of work do you do exactly? I'm a martial artist. I fight at a place called Bride. You might have heard of it? It's one of the more popular hotspots in Shibuya these days. Oh, I know the place, the sales clerk says, brimming with sudden excitement. Yeah, Miku punches Tom on the gas ignites anyway. Oh, no. That pub where they have cosplay martial arts competitions, right? Hold on, what are we talking about now? What's Bride? I've seriously never heard of the place. It's a nightlife spot where ladies cosplay as anime characters, but they fight for real. I didn't know about the cosplay. Okay, whatever. I've been wanting to check it out, but they've hit their membership cap, the sales clerk explains. At present, the exclusive Bride has already exceeded its allotted number of members and is not accepting new ones. Given the buzz about how both the costumes and the fights are really something to see, memberships that are auctioned off online command quite high prices. So then, you must be pretty strong, huh? He says to the girl. Well, I may not look it, but I'm the current champion. The girl proudly adopts a fighting stance. Would you accept the challenge from me, I ask? Dude, I don't know about this. A challenge? If I win, you have to let me have all this. The girl breaks into a confident smile with a 2D fighting game picture right now. Do you have any idea who you're dealing with here, she asks. I intend to find out. This is ridiculous. Oh! Spetsnaz, Japanese UFC was called Pride? That's kind of clever then. Also, greetings. Oh, wow, the sales clerk exclaims. I have just got to see this. I'm glad to have him egging us on. Well, if you're that set on it, then sure, I accept your challenge. Sweet. We've established our terms. This burning hammer may yet be mine. The girl cracks her knuckles, clearly eager for a fight. Oh boy. I've got to win this. Somehow or another, I've got to. I mean, I've got to be good at something. Facing off against this fighter is going to show me what I'm made of. Are you freaking... I address my opponent. And by challenge, I naturally mean, let's do rock, paper, scissors. Let's play a rhyming game. Let's have ourselves a straight-up fight. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. Challenge for real. So what's it going to be? Are we doing Alex Kidd? Are we doing a rhyming game? Or are we fighting the MMA champion in our stupid cat costume? What's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Vakafan, canonically we did not kick that cockroach's ass, because if we did, we got a bad end, which is like the funniest bad end in the game so far, except for maybe the explosion. C, 1 for C, we're doing a real fight. 1 for B. 2 for C, 3 for C. Yeah, everyone's voting for, like, the horrible choice to see what happens. We do have some Bs, actually, but C is winning by a lot. Alright. Let's have ourselves a straight-up fight. The girl grins nice and wide, like she'd been waiting to hear me say that. Okay, you're on. The name's Miku, by the way. Challenge accepted. Oh, boy. Really? Miku and I march out of the shop. Out on the pavement, we stare each other down. So if you win, I'll let you buy the burning hammer, Miku says. But if I win, I get to keep it, and you have to pay for it. What? Isn't that a little unfair? If you don't like it, then it's no fight, no deal. I don't have the time to rethink this. Yeah, Dracologist, Tama did throw our future boss to the ground in an arm lock. Good call. Alright. Ready whenever you are. Miku does a little brisk shadow boxing, throwing a repeated 1-2 combination. A training technique for boxing. Involves practicing strikes, guards, and evasions against an opponent who isn't actually there. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a Yakuza fight. Whoa, what's the deal? Is something going on? It's a street fight. A number of people pass by, including a businessman, a couple, as well as some pretty gruff-looking fellows, and some of them stop to form a small crowd. Couple. Achi and Tomi? What? They pass by while running away from some mysterious foreigners. Dude! Asao, Ozu, and his underling, Yutaro Sagawa, members of the Tenryugumi Yakuza Syndicate. What? The Tenryugumi operates a lending firm called Takarada Financing, and these two have been tasked with collecting outstanding debts. So the plots are converging! They've already collected from one client today. Next, they plan on grabbing lunch before heading off to find their next target. The sales demo has already started by now. I don't have time to goof around here. I watch as Miku starts up her footwork. A left jab. She's quick. I can see why she's the champion. Aya! She immediately follows up the jab with a wide right hook. A type of punch. Involves swinging the arm in a wide arc to strike the opponent from the side. In mixed martial arts bouts, it's common to see a fighter continue the momentum from a hook to catch the opponent by the arm, transitioning immediately into a takedown and pin. I jerk aside at the last possible moment to deliver a little swat to Miku's shoulder. Alright. Whoa! She slips off balance and pitches forward. Oh wow, what was that? The crowd has started clamoring. Ooh, I parried with L1. Miku rights herself and gets back into a fighting stance. What the? How? She doesn't seem to know what just happened. Rah! This time I watch as she unleashes a kick with her left leg from a distance. On reflex, I bring out my right hand and adopt the guarding stance. Gotcha, she calls out. It was a feint! Oh god. There's a visceral whump as a second kick connects, coming at me from a different angle. But I'm wearing a big doofy head. Whoa, what gives? My big mascot head starts to cushion the blow to the point that I barely feel it. This is so stupid. Hiya! She proceeds to unleash a string of additional kicks with her left leg, trying to defeat my fuzzy armor. Eventually, I catch hold of her foot. Holding her off balance, I begin to walk her backward, making her hop awkwardly on one leg. Really? The real fight was the correct choice? This game's the best. Gwa! A casual flip of my paw and Miku goes whirling through the air. Ah! Whoa! The crowd erupts into cheering and applause at the spectacle. Whew. You're tough. Who the heck are you? As you can see, I am a cat. A wry smile comes to Miku's face. To think a bride competitor would lose in a street fight. Guess it's time to go back to being an ordinary girl. What? Today is the day I retire. Ah, phew. Good match there. Miku clasped my hand firmly. But hey, I'm just glad that my last opponent was you. What? This really is Yakuza. This is ridiculous. Well, looks like you're the bride champion now. Okay, that was weird. I hoisted the boxes the diet drink. So, how much does this come to? I asked the sales clerk. He shakes his head. Oh, don't worry about the payment. You've more than earned it with that spectacular display just now. That was really something. Heck, even I'm shocked at what just happened. It's amazing what a little desperation will do for you. Just taking kicks to the head. No, that move you used. That was some Aikijujutsu, yeah? A traditional Japanese martial art that emphasizes learning to anticipate an opponent's first move and instantaneously counterattack. Skilled practitioners can toss and throw opponents with a simple touch. The art predates the development of the more pacifistic Aikido, and so some dangerous techniques still remain. Huh? Oh, I guess? I tilt my head non-committally. Come now, no need to be so humble. I'm a martial arts fanatic. I know my moves when I see them. Knick-knack shop owner Taisei Yasuda watches roughly 350 martial arts fights a year. Jesus. He's particularly fond of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's been thinking about studying it himself. There's a dojo he's been eyeing, but he's rather timid, and has thus far only waffled non-committally outside the entrance to the place. He can call whatever he wants if he's letting me have the drinks for free. This is going to be a lifesaver. Is that all the shopping you'll be doing with us today, he asks. Actually, come to think of it, I do have one request, I say. Sure thing. Oh! Could you please not sell that necklace there? Yeah. I promise I'll be back to buy it later. Sure, no problem. The sales clerk gives a deep bow. I did it. I managed to solve my burning hammer problem. Now I've just got to get back to the sales demo. Oh, that must be awfully heavy. Here, why don't you use that dolly? The sales clerk indicates the hand truck over in the corner. Oh, thanks so much. I load the pile of boxes under the cart and rush back to the Nokane building. Damn, now I gotta wonder what a rhyming competition would have been. By now the sales demo will be well underway. I need to get back as soon as I can. If there's nothing to buy, the customers are gonna leave and everything I've gone through will have been for nothing. Come on, Tama, you can do it. Just gotta hurry. I charge for the demo, pushing the dolly ahead of me like a battering ram. Ah! Oops! Sorry to keep you waiting! So this must be where the keep out thing goes away, right? You're late! What the heck have you been doing? Mr. Yanagishita practically throws himself at me. The weight must have been killing him. Standing beside him is a man I don't recognize. Yeah, of course we cannot jump to him, though. Wow. Who is that guy? He doesn't look like a customer. Okay, Tama, just come with me for a minute. I follow Mr. Yanagishita into the break room. Sorry I'm late. There was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But look, I got the product back. I proudly open up one of the cardboard boxes. Ah! It's Burning Hammer! It really, really is! Yanagishita clutches the box close, nuzzling it with his cheek. How's the demo going, I ask. I've got Chiri keeping them occupied with some magic tricks. Whoa, okay. I sneak a peek through the door and see Chiri guzzling orange juice from a gigantic container, draining it in one go. What? Is that really a magic trick? If it buys us time, it's magic enough. Jeez. Before long, the last of the juice is gone. Over in the corner of the stage, I see 6 more huge containers, all likewise empty. What the hell? It's shocking to think that she may have drunk all 7 of those things dry. The audience erupts into sincere applause, like they've forgotten what they originally came here for. Oh my god. Chiri comes back to the break room, positively drenched in sweat. Ugh, I think I should have stuck to doing imitations for a little longer. No, that was fantastic, Chiri, Mr. Yanagishita says. Just fantastic. Thanks to you, we've had enough time to get the Burning Hammer back. He bows profusely. Alright, now it's time for the main event. Chiri, go out there and guzzle down some Burning Hammer. Get yourself all drenched in sweat. Got it? Aye, aye, boss. And Tama, just go up there, smile all big, and say, this helped me lose a bunch of weight, too. What a freaking racket. Got it. Good. Now then, Yanagishita gestures to a man I hadn't noticed before who's been waiting quietly nearby. Of course, begging your pardon, miss. It's a service rep from the rental shop who proceeds to try and get me out of my mascot suit. Guys, this is the moment, I think. Masamichi Fukuma, or Fukuma, employee of Far East Costume Rentals, the only son of company president Shigemichi Fukuma. He is one of the few people who know what Shigemichi looks like, as his father is unusually clad in a rabbit costume. What? Masamichi has harbored a strong dislike for both his father and mascot costumes ever since the old man showed up at school on Parents' Day one year dressed in his inevitable rabbit suit. Nonetheless, the son has acquiesced to his father's wishes, and someday he'll inherit the family business. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. This might be the moment. Remember, this game goes on until 5 o'clock, and we're only between 1 and 2 right now, but we might see who Tama is. Oh, that's odd. The rental guy tilts his head. What's the matter? Yanagishita asks nervously. Yeah, this is a no-go. You've got to be kidding me. The rental guy pokes his finger at the back of my suit. This here zipper, it's all jammed up. It's gonna take a long time to get this thing off. What the hell? Mr. Yanagishita clutches the sides of his head. The rental guy tries tugging at the costume from various angles, hoping to free up the zipper, but like he said, it's no use. What? The rental guy's eyes widen at the sudden sound of a cat's mewling. Was that you? He looks at me confused. Did you hear a cat meowing? Yes. Was it you? No, not me. I'm as surprised as he is. Must be hearing things. Mr. Yanagishita and Chiri don't seem to have heard anything. This game is weird! Bah! Yanagishita's fuming. Just my luck. I finally find a cute model and the crowd's never gonna see her. Hey, boss, Chiri says, the customers are gonna leave if you keep them waiting much longer. What do we do? Want me to go out there and do some more impressions? Her repertoire of impressions. A sea lion yawning? What? A harbor seal hailing a cab? What? A walrus reading sutras? Huh? A fur seal who can't reach the itchy spot in its back? A stellar sea lion taking a nap? Why are they all sea lions and seals? What the hell even is this? This is dumb. No, we don't have any choice. Tama, you're just gonna have to go out there dressed like that. Are you sure, I ask? If those people go home, we're done for, he exclaims. Just get out there and get started. I'm counting on you two. Ladies, Terribly sorry to have kept you waiting. Jeez. Cheery and I spring into action on stage. Stares of death, man. But now I'm proud to introduce you to the world... To introduce to you the worldwide sensation that is Burning Hammer! The latest product from the West that has taken the diet world by storm. Every seat in the house is packed. That means there's about 40 people here. We only need to sell 5 bottles to each customer in order to sell out. I'm hit with a sudden jolt of motivation. Allow us to explain just how this revolutionary new diet drink works its magic, Cheery begins. The plan is for me to describe... Oh, I keep doing this. The plan is for me to describe how the drink works, and then Cheery will demonstrate it with a taste test. All eyes are fixed on us. I begin. For the first time in human history, you can drink a single bottle and lose a whole kilogram. Just drink and burn that excess weight away. Astonished gasps rise up from the crowd. Just take a look at this marvelous red liquid. Even looking at it makes you feel like you'll be shedding weight, right? Here's how Burning Hammer works. It activates the capsaicin found in chili peppers, the primary spice component of chili peppers, said to be effective for improving blood flow and stimulating the burning of fat. Because it is a severe skin and eye irritant, it's also an ingredient for some forms of pepper spray for personal defense. I pause to take a deep breath before continuing. And, rapidly breaks down the triglycerides responsible for causing obesity. Though the term is frequently used in recent years to simply refer to the state of being overweight, obesity in the clinical sense is a medical condition involving interrelated health issues including excess body fat, hyperlipidemia, and hyperglycemia, or glycemia. Individuals suffering from obesity are at high risk of complications such as coronary heart disease, diabetes, and sleep apnea. Again, the crowd hums with excitement. This response is better than I could have hoped. We're off to a terrific start. And now, this young lady here will demonstrate Burning Hammer's effects before your very eyes. Cheery steps into the spotlight. Just wait till you see how much she sweats. Proof that the fat is being burned right there on the spot. Cheery holds a bottle of Burning Hammer up high. Cheers, she says. Kanpai. As she opens the bottle, however, one of the women in the front row speaks up. Hold on. She's already sweating pretty hard. She's right. Cheery's drenched in sweat from head to toe. Another woman chimes in, suspicious. All of that juice drinking from earlier? That was all just to make her sweat like that, weren't it? All of a sudden, the crowd is in an uproar. No, not at all. Drinking Burning Hammer makes you sweat way more than this. I rushed a towel off Cheery's sweat for her. Go on, hurry up. Drink it down. Oh, man. Cheery's face screws up unpleasantly as she gulps down the bottle. And the sweat doesn't come. God, why isn't it working? I exclaim, the audience momentarily forgotten. Guess I've already sweated out too much, she replies, unfazed. Well, why were you sweating so much? Look! You were taking forever at the 100-yen shop! And the crowd shifts from uproar into riot. Oh god. Did she just say 100-yen shop? Scowling customers begin to close in. No, that's not it. You've got it all wrong. Please just listen. Oh, we can see what's going on here. The situation has gotten out of our control. Look, this product is so valuable that a 100-yen shop is about the only way we could get it. What? Uh-oh. I think I just put my foot in it. The customers glare at me, their eyes bright with rage. Please, let me apologize. Asking for forgiveness seems to be my only option. Haha, kidding, that was just a joke. I gotta play this off smooth. Hunka lamb chop. What? It's a clumsy attempt to force it off, but it's my only option. What? Alright, so, apologize? No, just a prank LOL, or... Hunka lamb chop. What the... So A for apology, B for bust joking, and C for chop of lamb. I don't freaking know. Ladies and gentlemen, what are my options? Because I really have no idea where to go with this one. One vote for C. Yeah, punch them all in the flank. That's my option. So we have option C again. 3 for C. Wow, okay. The Canadian way, A. That's pretty good. 5 for C. 1 for B. Everyone, a lot of people are going for C. Hunka lamb chop. What the? She said hunka lamb chop, I repeat. Meaning that the Burning Hammer is so incredibly filling, having just one tiny bottle will feel like you've eaten a big, meaty meal. Yeah, that's what she meant. Uh-huh, sneers one customer. Sure. Did they really sell this at 100 yen shops? Rats. We didn't manage to distract them. 100 yen shop? What's that? Answer me! Do they really sell these at 100? Look, I cry. It's the chupacabra! Really? I thrust my arm out to point, only to accidentally catch one of the attendees in the head with my fuzzy fist. Oh no. The woman lets out a muted groan and sinks to the ground unconscious. I am truly the champion of bride. The rest of the crowd stares at me, stunned. Oops, I murmur. Tama! Shouts Mr. Yanagishita, running out of the break room. What the heck are you doing? Abort! Abort! He howls. If you let these people know the truth about this stuff, they'll never buy it. Uh-oh. Now you've done it. Shuri doesn't hesitate to point the finger at him, her stare ferocious. Whoops. Realizing what he just blurted out, Mr. Yanagishita is aghast. Oh god. Now there really is no saving this. The customers descend upon Mr. Yanagishita, their wrath a terror to behold, and when they leave, there's only a skeleton remaining. So then it is true. What the hell are you trying to pull? I can't believe you try to sell this crap for these prices. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Dead. The throng goes on the attack. Shuri and I force our way through the angry mob, hoping to find some way to calm these people down. Cursing and profanity fill the air. The shouts are accompanied by merciless, open-handed slaps. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. I get all jostled and tumbled about, and my mascot costume takes a bad beating. I think we're at the ending, because that was a slow text. Finally, the storm passes. Oh boy. Ooh boy. It's over. It's all over. Mr. Yanagishita wails to the empty room. So, boss, about getting paid? Even Shuri seems hesitant to ask. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Obviously. Hey there, Jin. Yanagishita doesn't so much as look up, his shoulders slump further in defeat. I'll take payment in kind then, Shuri says. Mind if I take this burning hammer home with me? Sure, Yanagishita says lifelessly. Go right ahead. Alright, I'll be off then. Later, Tama. Shuri picks up the cardboard boxes and heads out. Sir? It's the man from the rental place. I believe you still owe me for the costume rentals. Oh, right. How much was it again? Mr. Yanagishita rummages in his pockets. Well, given the severe damage, I'm afraid I have to add the full cost of the catsuit to your bill. Your total comes to 200,000 yen? What? Wasn't it 200 yen? No, sir, 200,000. Sorry, I can't hear at all. I think I might have ruptured my eardrum. 200,000 yen, sir. Okay. Yanagishita takes all the cash he has in his wallet and holds it out reluctantly. That's only 20,000, sir. The rental guy furrows his brow. I'm afraid this won't cover it. I understand that, but I don't got no more than this. Don't got no more, sir, please. You're not a child. Then give me a discount. Make it 20,000. Instead of the 200 you owe, you know I can't do that, sir. But Mr. Yanagishita refuses to back down. Ah, that's right! Insurance! I got insurance in the event the suit wound up damaged. No, you didn't. No, I did. You did not, sir. No, I did! Then where's your paperwork to prove it? Yanagishita calmly claps a hand to his chest. Right here. The paperwork is here inside my heart. The rental guy clutches the sides of his head in exasperation. And believe me, I feel his pain. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna leave this to my boss. Shichimichi Fukuma, president and owner of Far East Costume Rentals. Notable for the fact that he's usually wearing his favorite rabbit costume, to Shigemichi, his costumes are like his children. If he were to hear that one of his suits had been ruined, he would probably never forgive Yanagishita, adding to the man's already considerable list of enemies. Turning his back on the ruins of the sales demo, he slumps his way out of the room. Oh boy. Are we still continuing the story for real? Now it's just me and Mr. Yanagishita. Please try not to let it get you down so much, sir, I say as cheerfully as I can muster. He's already down on the floor, a sobbing mess. You wouldn't know what it's like to feel so utterly hopeless. I think I might have an idea, sir. In fact, I'm sure of it. At this point, there's nothing more I could possibly do. He slumps forward, trembling like a willow tree. Things will turn around soon enough, I'm sure. You don't know me like I know me, he says. There's not going to be any turnaround, not after this. Okay, now this little pity party is starting to piss me off. You know, if you think you're the only person who's had a run of bad luck, you are dead wrong. I wound up shouting the words louder than I intended. Mr. Yanagishita whips his head back up. Yikes, where did that come from? I need to tell you something. My pent-up emotions come surging to the surface. I have amnesia! What? Yanagishita's eyes go wide. What? I can't remember anything from before this morning. In short, amnesia. Amnesia can have a variety of causes. Psychogenic amnesia is caused by stress or psychological trauma, whereas an endogenous amnesia, or endogenous, a powerful blow to the head causes physical trauma to the brain. In the latter case, memories and other normal functions frequently return once the cranial nerves recover. My name, how old I am, where I live, any of it. I would much rather be in your shoes, sir. Mr. Yanagishita looks at me with a hint of disbelief. So where'd you get the name Tama, then? I thought of it when I saw the tamagoyaki in those lunchboxes. Really? So I've actually had amnesia the whole time? For real? Aha! Tamagoyaki, Tama, I get it. He claps himself on the thighs as if he's had some big eureka moment. This is a reveal. But wait, how come you lost your memories? Well, I don't know for certain, obviously. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I took a hard blow to the head. When I came to, I was inside of a storehouse with a massive headache. A storehouse? This game took a turn, man. A surge of vertigo washes through me as I recall waking up in that strange, dim place. Yeah, I had just gotten out of there when you flagged me down, sir. Huh. Really? So it's pretty unnerving, then? Not knowing who you are? He sounds like he's taking me seriously now. Yeah, it sure is, but it's not going to do me any good to just fret over it. And besides, I've got a clue. What sort of clue? What, that stone? Yeah. There's a necklace I saw at a knick-knack shop, the same place I found the burning hammer. Somehow I know that it's important to me. And so you took this job so you could afford to buy it? I nod. Of course, now that the job has ended in a total bust, I've lost my shot at getting it. Is this not a bad hint then? Okay then. Mr. Yanagishita removes his shoe, then yanks out the insole. This here really is the last of my money. He pulls out 20,000 yen, adds it to the other 20k from his wallet, and thrusts it all toward me. Here you go, he says. That includes the reimbursement for the burning hammer you picked up. I pluck up 2 of the 10,000 yen bills between my fingertips. I actually didn't have to pay for it, so the 20,000 we agreed upon is fine. But how about you, sir? Are you going to be okay? Like, after all this? Compared to your misfortunes, mine are nothing. They might send me up the creek without a paddle, but I'll bounce back somehow. I'm sure of it. And then, clutching his fist, Mr. Yanagishita gets a far-off look in his eye. And then, one more time, I'm gonna go see a bride fight. What? My jaw nearly drops. Bride like the martial arts pub? Wait, you know about the bride? Man, I spent so much money at that place. Wow, it is a small world. Especially that Miku. Hehehe. I wonder how much she's made me spend. Miku, huh? I'm pretty sure I just accidentally forced her into retirement, but I decided to keep quiet on that front. He nods. To be honest, the reason I borrowed all that money was to pay my tabs at that place. And I had to borrow from some pretty shady sources, too. I can't help but suspect that this poor guy got a real raw deal. Oh yeah, the chat's calling that Tama might be Maria. That would be interesting. Why don't you take that mascot costume with you? Huh? I mean, I don't really need it. No, I insist. Take it with my blessing. Sure. I'll be on my way then. Huh. Out in the hallway, I passed by the man I noticed earlier, the one I didn't recognize. Yeah, of course. We can't? No, of course we can't. Of course not yet. Odd. The sales demo's over. I wonder why he's still here. I give him a faint nod, and he nods back before slipping into the demo room. I should keep my fingers crossed for the guy. At last, I'm back outside the building. I feel bad about not returning the cat suit to the man from the rental place. Still, I can't just walk around town wearing this thing. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. I figure it's best to just leave it behind. And then it dawns on me. Hold on! I still can't get this thing off. It's time I skin this cat. I need to get rid of this costume, whatever it takes. It's not worth the struggle. Guess this cat's staying in the bag. Both of these expressions is great. I figure I'll head to the knick-knack shop as is. A or B, try to take the costume off. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Or B, don't let the cat out of the bag. How's it gonna be? How's it gonna be? A or B, people, and I think I know where we're gonna go with this one, but let's find out. I am ever so curious. Finally have the opportunity to get rid of the costume, or play it straight. 2 for A, 2 for B. 3 for B? 4 for B. I am shocked, actually. 3 for A. 5 for B? I can't believe people are going for B, but they're saying A isn't going to happen. So, oh yeah, the knick-knack guy won't recognize us without it? Good point. Alright. Guess this cat's staying in the bag. A popular folk etymology asserts that the expression, let the cat out of the bag, comes from, yeah, I've heard this, comes from the unscrupulous practices of certain farmers who would sell a pig at market, only to deceive the buyer by surreptitiously swapping out the purchased porker for a cat. The likelihood of anyone mistaking a cat, even one inside a bag, for a pig is, however, extremely low, let alone the likelihood that enough people would fall for such a scheme to warrant a phrase referring to it entering the language. Fair enough. Okay. Keep out. Oh, god damn it. Well, real quick, I'll try A just to see what happens, but then I'm going to end the stream. From what I've heard, you actually do get to see who Tama is sometime this chapter, so I'm curious. I'll try A real quick, and then go back to B just to reset the timeline, and we'll see what happens. Skin the cat. The exact origin of the phrase "is more than one way to skin a cat" is uncertain and a matter of some dispute, though it appears to have arisen in the latter portion of the 19th century. It's hard to imagine why anyone would want to conjure up such a gruesome mental image. I take hold of the head in both hands and yank it upward as hard as I can. Oh-ho? Please tell me I'm not just imagining things. The head feels a whole lot looser than it did before. If I give it a good enough push, then maybe... Ah! It comes off! I did it! I slip out of the rest of the cat costume and gleefully abandon it as I head for the knick-knack shop. This game is freaking cruel, man! Son of a bitch. But the chat makes a good point. I probably should keep the cat costume on just because we'll be recognized that way. So let's do it. But both lead to keep out. Damn. Well, we'll see where this goes next time. But alright, real quick, because it was requested, I'll try the rhyming contest with Miku. Alright, keep out. So where was the rhyming challenge? That was still Tama, so okay. And by challenge, I mean... Oh, Meowington, the dimensions for a title card, I tend to do 1280 by 720, like the 720p dimensions. So 16 by 9 in general. So by challenge, I mean... Let's play a rhyming game! Huh? The girl says. She seems a bit put off by the suggestion. Yeah, I say, if I win, you have to let me have all these. A rhyming game? Really? Okay then. Really? Silly. Okay then, glisten. Listen. I'm a martial artist. Artist? Ooh, that's a tough one. Aha, smartest. Glow. No. What I'm saying is I'm a fighter. Okay, fighter shouldn't be too hard. I can do this. Just have to not panic. Let's see. Writer. Aha, okay. Scissors. What do you mean, scissors? No! Wait, what the heck is going on? Crap, nothing rhymes with scissors. That's an illegal move. I drop into a fighting stance. Oh, we're just doing it? Shall we fight? The girl grins back at me. Now you're talking. That was dumb. Alright, so it looks like we're guaranteed to fight. Okay. Actually, I'll just bounce straight to the keep out. So what this means is that I'm going to have to remember to do the jumps when I get the opportunities. There's the keep out again. All right. Wow. That was quite a series of story there. I like that. Stories, I guess. Alright, we're going to have to decide if we want to do Kano or Achi next time. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. So thank you very much for joining the stream, and have a wonderful night.